Hey, it didn't kick me out. What do you know?
Hey.
Everybody's on live on YouTube Live. And then give me 1 second. I'm gonna go to and then give me 1 second. I'm gonna go to and then give me 1 second. It's always weird to like hear myself like when it's on the radio or something because there's a delay.
Mm-hmm.
I just need to update it real quick. So if you guys don't get the let's say that the if you guys don't get the link that week, um you can always the link from the last week to log on. Right? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, so I wanted to ask a question. Phaedra, Judy Holmes. I'm thinking I want to do I want to do like a compilation. I take like tracks from recorded sessions, do like different group tracks. Does that make sense though?
Mm-hmm.
It's like remember how we used to do like mix CDs,
Yeah.
except for I put it on like YouTube or because I'm okay. So here's my idea. So what I want to do is I want to get like different um track um, um platforms to play the music or poetry and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I want to start putting up different tracks from the mic. You guys would y'all be up for that?
Say that again. If you.
Get different tracks from the different open mics and
Mm-hmm.
then put the live poetry readings and um let's say like Reverb Nation have an account, Poetic Recovery Artists. So when artists come and do open mics,
Okay.
obviously get their permission first, but would you guys be open to allowing your tracks to be utilized on the websites so I can promote you guys?
Why not?
I'm okay with that, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost done.
All right.
Oh, you guys see the you guys see my light?
Your light?
Yeah, I got a light now. Yeah, I'll show you. I wanna get to the point where I can I wanna get to the point where I can afford to where is that open mic? Oh, okay. I want to get to the point where I'm where I can afford a background.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'm not there yet. Okay, so the live stream is up now, which is cool. I'm trying to let me just get Liz, see what she's up to. I just talked to her a couple minutes ago too. All right, let's get started. Miss Judy, Phaedra, how y'all doing tonight? All y'all that logging in, what's up? Hope y'all doing well. Happy New Year's. Maurice Soul Fighter Taylor here. Another Friday night doing poetic recovery, having a good old conversation. And it's a good time. It's a good night to do it because it's you know, we lucked out because last Friday was Christmas, right? I don't celebrate it, but some people do, right? Much love, much respect, you know what I'm saying? You know, I wanted to have such a good conversation last Friday, but the only reason why I didn't bring it there was because this year's just been a mess, just a complete, utter mess. And I really didn't want to put a mess on top of a mess. So I didn't want to create a mess. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Because of my own opinion of something, right? You know, different like when you're not running from a pandemic and life is all right and you're not stressed out, you can talk about something, you can hear somebody talk about something that you like. But when everything's all jacked up, you ain't trying to hear nothing.
You don't want to talk about nothing.
Like, yo, man, shut up, dude. Like, shut up, bro. The other day, bro, we be cool. But right now, shut up, bro. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to run into that. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, kind of left it alone a little bit, you know? So, all right, I'm about to show y'all what I was talking about. See the light now?
Yeah.
Don't I look sexy or what?
Oh, Lord. Phaedra, you can answer that.
Wait, what? You can't tell me I'm sexy? That's kind of wow. Oh, wait a minute. So you can't do it, but you're gonna force somebody else to be in the situation. Wow. I see how you is. That's all right. I don't need y'all to tell me I'm sexy. I could tell myself, Dad, bro, you sexy. All right, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Anyway, how was your
If
business?
you're sexy and you know it, clap your hands. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm getting this all set up. I mean, I'm,
Okay.
I put an extra table back there.
Okay.
I got the
Share.
DJ, right? Check this out, because I want to do a mix CD, of the live poetry.
Mm-hmm.
I got my DVD burner sitting over there. I show it to you, but it's a little mess over there. Also, let me show y'all what else I got. Hold up. Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this. Now, the reason why I want to show y'all this is because when things get back to regular, right?
Fries when they not eating fries and stuff like that.
When things go back to regular, it's supposed to be able to that's how you do it. Hey, how you doing? So when things go back to regular, right, and we do open mics outside, or
We can't hear you good.
you can't hear me good.
I think we eat them.
Thank you.
Give me 1 second. All right. What about now? Can you hear me?
Nope.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can hear you now.
All right. So what I was saying is that
Now you're upside down.
you see that? Did you see that, Judy?
Oh, okay. Kind of like fade to. Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
So when we get back to normal and we're doing like live events,
Mm-hmm.
I have 3 cameras, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be switching back and forth to 3 cameras while people are presenting, and we'll be going live and stuff like that. So I'm thinking forward. So by the time that happens, we'll be ready to go. And
Okay.
so how was your week, Phaedra? Phaedra, your mic is muted.
Sorry, I'm a little slow.
No, you ain't.
I was on vacation.
Where'd you go?
I didn't go anywhere.
Oh,
I sat in my living room.
you was on staycation.
Yeah.
Word. Did you do anything new, different?
I
Writing?
slept. I didn't write a lot. I have. Well, actually, yes, I have been doing other stuff. Top secret.
Do you mind if I get all up in your business and ask you what you've been doing?
We're doing. Me and a few girls are working on a side business, and that's all I can say right now.
So, what type of side business are you working? No, I'm just. No, but
Actually, now that I think about it, it has been a busy week. I've been doing stuff for that.
I saw you cussing people out on your page.
What are you talking about?
You know, probably you need the clan to come out. What's up?
No, I'm good.
All right. Judy, how was your week?
Very relaxing. I didn't do much of anything. I rested.
That's good.
I didn't do much of anything. I was withdrawn from a lot, like my writers group. I didn't hardly do any Zooms. I think I might have done one Zoom. I was on, I'm on vacation from work. So yeah, I'm on
Nice.
vacation.
And you deserve that, Judy.
Thank you. Yes.
Yo,
Because
I know
Monday I'll be here quick, fast, and in a hurry.
for real. I did some studying. I didn't get caught up yet. So tomorrow and Sunday, I'm gonna be like,
Mm-hmm.
well, you know, I can't, you know, the uh, the Kwanzaa event tonight was interesting.
Well, I liked it. I tuned in for a little while on Wednesday night, and I liked it. I thought
Yeah,
it was,
it
it
was
was pretty.
it was a great presentation this whole weekend. I mean, the community came together
Mm-hmm.
nice, and what I thought was great was that on one hand you had Christians, on the other hand you had Muslims,
Yeah.
and then you had me, which is neither, right? But those two came together and made sure the whole thing was running smoothly, put
Yes.
the whole program together. So that was amazing. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? And Dr. Shabazz, who's
Yeah.
the Black Studies throughout the nation. You know what I'm saying? So that's just incredible. Um, and then First Lady Swan asked me, well, she asked for if anybody, there was any poets out there, and Sadie Goldman name out there. You know what I'm saying? So,
There's some serious static coming on your end, Maurice.
are you sure it's my end and not your end?
Yes.
I think it's your end.
Can you hear it now?
Yeah, I
No.
think it's your end, Maurice.
Is yours, Judy? Hold on. Watch.
Is it mine?
Yeah, hold on. Can you hear it now, Phaedra?
Uh, Talk a little bit more.
Here I come, just rocking, just rocking, just. Yeah, what? Yo, everybody rocking, drop it. What? I just keep on going around in circle. Can you got to unmute it.
Yeah, I didn't hear anyone else. We were muted. I didn't hear anything at all.
It ain't my fault. I'm not pointing no fingers, but it ain't my fault. Yes.
So it's me. It's on my end.
I don't know. It could be your end or it could be Phaedra's.
It's not me.
It might be. Hold up. All right. Can you can you hear the static now? Judy, can you talk?
Yes, I can talk.
Can you hear static now, Phaedra? It's on your end, Phaedra. No, I think so what has to happen is that because when Judy stops talking and her mic's on, it creates static, and then when you stop talking, Phaedra, and your mic's on, it creates static. So I think it's a bit on both your ends. And so when both your mics are muted at the same time, I think it creates a little bit more static.
Oh, okay.
So when you're done talking, just try to mute it, and that'll cut down on some of the static. All right. So nah, man, I tuned in for a couple of the Kwanzas, and I did it because I normally don't celebrate Kwanzaa, but I did this week because, well, I I tuned in this week to show solidarity with community. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we just gotta like put our differences aside, and it really wasn't a difference. It's just that like I'm mad that Mulana Karenga some of his men in his organization, Us Folks, United States of Us Folks, um, shot, Black Panthers, Bunchy Carter and John Higgins. Killed them. And so I'm mad about that, right? So I just, because Black Panthers, like Black Panthers are my idols. They're my heroes. You know what I'm saying? Like they weren't people try to paint them as they were out in the street, terrorists. They weren't. They weren't, right? They the only reason that they got the guns were for self-defense, right? Hold up. Are you trying to say something, Judy? Because your mic's muted. Oh, okay. Um, they put together like health clinics for the community. They did a lot of food programs. They figured out the free breakfast program. If children don't have breakfast, they can't retain information, sickle cell anemia, and all that stuff, man, that the government didn't even care about doing. And the government still doesn't care about supporting us to this day. Because look at the what's the word? Disparities in healthcare. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. Anyway, let's get into some poetry. How many poems you got tonight, Phaedra? Don't be telling no lies.
I got a couple, but they're not really new.
That's all right. You ain't gotta tell nobody. If you ain't telling nobody, nobody would even know.
I'm just being straight up.
You ain't gotta. You ain't gotta be like, yo, my poems are like 45 years old. Just so you know, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of poems are timeless. Like people wouldn't even know. The only people that know is us. Judy, how many poems you got tonight?
Tonight,
Mhm.
I always bring my stack out.
Cool. Yeah,
So there's quite a few poems in there.
you're gonna have to stop trying to make me feel small, Miss Judy. That's,
I'm not. I'm really not. But the older you get and you have a lot of spare time on your hands, you write. I write.
wait, you said the older you get?
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought you.
I'm still fly, but yeah, I'm getting older.
I'm still fly. Well, I like that. I like that. I'm gonna have to steal that from you. Like, yeah, I'm fly. I'm your
Until the knees start hurting and the ankles start.
Yo, my knees and ankles been hurting, so you got to catch up. All right,
Yeah, I got a little something in my archives.
all right. I was hoping Liz was gonna join us tonight, but she probably mad at me.
What
Um,
about Sister Terry?
Terry, what's up with Terry?
I started to text her.
You sure?
I can.
Yeah, please do. And let me hit up Lynn.
Existing customer who got the greatest deal in history. Just like every other customer gets. Hello?
Hey sis, you coming on tonight?
No, not tonight.
No.
Yo, you know these lights are bright. Did you hear that MF Doom died? Do you know who MF Doom is?
MF Doom?
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Let me give you guys a minute to go to Google and look up MF space Doom.
MF
Like,
Doom. And Sister Terry said she's really tired. She's getting some rest and she'll see us next week.
okay, that's cool. That's cool. We took a lot out of it last week.
Oh.
Where I had her sing. How many songs I asked her to sing last week, Phaedra? Phaedra remembers everything. I hate to do something wrong in front of Phaedra. Your Honor, he had Mitch Max blue and green socks. I remember that very, very vividly, Your Honor. You know, with the
So
Adidas.
MF Doom, he's a rapper.
Mm-hmm. One of the best underground rappers.
I've never heard of him before.
See, that's I don't see. That's because like you gotta lift your head up every once in a while.
Okay.
You know, be like, hey, what's going on? Oh, that brother over there, MF Doom, yo, he dope. Let me go back. No,
He was a masked rapper, huh?
yep, yep.
Only 49. Wow.
Yeah. I'm really curious as to what he died from. So before we start, I got one question for y'all. So you guys got any ideas of how you want your New Year's to be?
Hmm. Yeah. Take the bull by the horns and run with it.
With no plan, just gonna
Um,
just you gonna
Not
just
creating anything new, but seeing the projects that I already have open, seeing them to the end,
okay.
and which is quite a bit.
No, I mean that's good. I mean,
Mhm.
first I was gonna be like, oh, so you're just gonna be a matador, huh?
I said that because the way 2020 ended up, or the way the pandemic happened, and no, a lot of things were out of our control, and we didn't have our norm. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? We couldn't be around each other. We couldn't hug each other. We couldn't socialize with one another. And I'm kind of pissed at that. So that's why I said take the bull by the horns and run with it, because and when I say that, wear your mask, wear gloves if you have to, have hand sanitizer, follow the CDC guidelines, but let's still come together. At some point, we have to come together, because human beings are made to be sociable beings, to
Mm-hmm.
be around each other, to fellowship with one another. And we're not doing that, which I look at as a direct hit from the enemy, because he
Right.
wants us separated anyway, so he can if we're separated and not gathered together on one accord, then that makes his job easier to, okay, I can pick her head a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's important for us to be together and fellowship, and we have to do it in a way where we're smart about it, obey the laws of the land, follow the CDC guidelines, but let's still come together. Let's not stay separated.
Right. You know, um, I like that you said that because sometimes people think that like um we have to believe the exact same thing for us to work together.
Mm-mm.
And we
Not
don't. You know what I'm saying?
true. I told this brother today, and I'm sure you know him, Maurice. He goes back and forth between Nation of Islam and Jesus Christ and Christianity. He goes back and forth. But I grew up with this brother. So today he posted on his Facebook page, he's something about fruit of Islam.
Hmm.
Um, I think I'm saying that right. FOI, is that what FOI stands for?
Hmm.
And so I said to him, normally I would come at him like, oh, okay, so this week is fruit of Islam. Like next week, you're going to be back on Jesus Christ. And, he flips flops. But you know what I said to him? I said, at least you're standing for something and not falling for anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I'm glad that was your response.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was ready for what you had to say. I was ready
Mm-hmm.
for it. I thought you was gonna like try to put him down from going one place to the other, but maybe the brother feels some truth over here and feels some truth over there. Maybe he don't get something over here and don't get something there, but he gets something from here and there, and he goes where he needs to be fulfilled. And I'm like, so,
Yeah, and
so
that's the way I felt today. But in the past, because me and him know each other really well. In the past, I used to do that to him.
yeah.
Like, it's going to be Jesus Christ or Allah. Which one? Which one? Which one? And then today, though, I looked at it was just different. Like, well, you know what? At least he ain't saying like there's not a God. He's standing for something. So I commended him on that.
You know the interesting thing is like when people like using, they ain't got no problem with somebody like smoking weed or smoking crack and you know what I'm saying, doing all these drugs, right? Oh, we cool with that, right? But I'll be damn if you serving Allah and Jesus at the same time. Now you
Right.
can't do that, but you can smoke crack and do heroin at the same time. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
you know what
Right.
I'm saying? So it's like, when you're misled, you're misled, right? When you don't know, we don't know. But like once we come into like a life where like we're free of all that, we're open a lot
Yeah,
more. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Blessings, blessings divine. What's up, bro? You got your own camera? You on mute. There you go. Look at that brother right there, just chilling.
Blessings.
Yes, how y'all doing?
All right, how
Good.
you doing,
How are
brother?
you? Happy New Year.
The New Year to you too, sister.
Yo, I had to like try to, you know what I'm saying, get on your level, bro. I got light, you know what I'm saying?
Him in that light.
Have dark over here. Turn the light on.
Yo, watch what's about to happen.
You guys love your gadgets.
Oh, absolutely. All right, we're gonna get with the open mic. So who's gonna go first? Phaedra, how you doing? We're gonna give Phaedra a challenge to write a poem that's like a page long.
You said you were going to go first. You said you read something earlier and everybody liked it.
But I did not say I was gonna go first. I said I was gonna read it. See what happens when you talk junk, Phaedra? How you doing, caller? What's your name? Please identify yourself, caller.
Yeah, my name is Jerry Waller.
Oh, you still could get on the video, Jerry?
No, man, I'm trying.
That's all right. You get it in the next 5 years, Jerry. No, I'm just messing with you, brother. Happy New Year's, bro.
Likewise.
Thanks, Thanks for calling in, man. I really appreciate it, bro. I really do.
Yeah, man. Well, it's the place to be on a Friday night, man. You know.
I'm glad you feel that way, man. See, that's what I keep saying. That's what I keep saying. You know what I mean? Like, do you want to be like walking down the street, bumping your head, you know what I'm saying, tripping and stuff because you drunk? Or do you want to be here? No, I'm just messing around. I'll before people start talking junk. I ain't got nothing against people that drink. I ain't got nothing against people that like fall down drunk. If anything, it makes for a funny video. You know what I'm saying? You know I'm gonna watch it and crack up. You know what I'm saying? So, But there is one thing I want to say before we get started is that remember how I was doing the interviews? I want to see how that played out. So our last interview didn't work out too well, and the one before that didn't work out too well. So I'm not cutting the interviews, but the way I'm doing it is I'm not scheduling the interviews. What I'm gonna do is like the first 3 people in that week that say, "Hey, I want to be interviewed," right? I'll put them in the line, up to 3 to 5 people, right? And whoever shows up first shows up, right? And if and they get interviewed. And so what happened is that after I interview that person, I will promote that interview the following week. Does that make sense? All right, cool. So Phaedra, we're gonna. Oh, okay. We're gonna start. Want to start with you, Phaedra? I love starting with you. I don't know. You sound like a karate movie again. Your lips is moving, but I can't hear your sound.
I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
Oh, by the way, just so everybody know, we are streaming live on YouTube. That's right. And on the website, go to poeticrecovery.net, click open mic. You can see us live right now.
This one is called Broken Mirrors. We attract who we are. The reflection can be so poignant that we have to turn our backs to have another look at the view. The end.
Phaedra, can you please read that again? That was deep.
Like, man, not only that, deep and then just short.
I know.
It wasn't
Like,
short. That
like
was
it was in your face, like,
teeny
but
weeny.
damn, I'm done.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Teeny weeny, short poem woman.
But they have substance.
Thank you. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Judy.
No, here's what I can't get used to, right? She'll say it, right? And like I'm always trying to get somebody into the open mic. And I can't get used to the fact that before I'm done pressing something,
God.
can you please read? I'm putting my phone down. Can you please read that again, Phaedra?
Sure. Broken mirrors. We attract who we are. The reflection can be so poignant that we have to turn our backs to have another look at the view. Do you want it again? Do you want it one more time? I can read it.
That was deep, y'all.
Do you want it one more time?
No. I want to talk about. I want to know what people got from that. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Does anybody need to hear that again?
So, yeah, one more time.
Sure. Broken mirrors. We attract who we are. The reflection can be so
Please.
that we have to turn our backs to have another look at the view.
Wow. See, I'm glad that
Reflections can be so it cut out.
Poignant. Like to the point, poignant.
that we have to turn our backs to see who we are.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah. One.
That is making me like stop and think, who am I? That poem would make me stop and think, who am I? What kind of reflection am I giving to others?
Yeah, that poem is very, very deep. I took away from it, from the title in the very first line, that we attract people who are a lot like us, and that we're all broken, and basically, and we don't see ourselves as broken, but once we see that reflection, then we have to step back and do a double take. This poem needs to be, I need to reflect on this poem for a lot longer time than we have here.
You know what? What's your name, man?
Jerry.
Jerry. I keep seeing call it too, not Jerry. See, Jerry, you messing me up, bro. You helped me out with that because I was like, so wait a minute. If they turn it back, how they can see themselves, right? But then I was like, okay, well, you can see yourself if you look within, right? But Jerry, you when you said it the way you just said it
I can't hear you. You're breaking up.
can people mute their mics? So, Jerry, when you said that, what I was thinking about is like, so if I turn around and look away from me, I'm looking at somebody else, which is like looking at myself. Is that what you're saying, Jerry?
In a way, but I guess what I was really saying is that when we attract people a lot like us, and we look and we see that the brokenness, we need to look away because there's a denial thing. It's like, oh, well, I'm not broken, but there it is, the reflection. So we have to turn away. We have to do a double take. It's a dose of reality. That was my take on it.
Okay. Because at first I was like, so you got the broken mirrors, you got the broken mirror, right? Now the mirror's in a million pieces, right? Now I'm seeing myself in a million pieces, right? If I turn my back on the mirror's scattered in a lot of places, so I can see myself that way, right? But it's like I'm broken. I'm so broken. I'm scattered. Does that make sense? There's just so much into it.
It does.
Wow, that is just a lot into it. I'm not messing with you and your short poems anymore. It just messes me the hell up. No, it was good, Phaedra. Thank you very much.
Thank you for all the feedback, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you,
Dope.
Phaedra.
It makes people think. Judy, do you have anything to say? Blessings, you got anything to say?
I actually had a piece to read.
Well, yeah, we're gonna get to you. We're gonna get to you, bro. We're gonna get to you.
I sure do. I have
Bless.
anything to say or anything to read?
Anything to say about Phaedra's poem?
Maurice, I think that she already did. I think she did say something about it.
I know, but I went on the blessings though, as well. Blessings, did you have anything to say?
Uh, it is also short. Very often, like precious moments in life are, or very much so, like difficulties could be if we let them. I love how it's like in life. Most people move too fast, or don't pay enough attention to see something before it comes. We tend to notice it only after it leaves. He seemed to capture that essence in a way that makes you appreciate it, even though you already missed it. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Miss Judy, you up? You up? You up?
Okay. So this one is titled Illumination. To illuminate means to brighten with light. You can't do this alone. I have tried with all my might. Something has to be deposited on the inside by the grace of God without my pride. Now I have the power to rise. When I least expect it, with his power, he protects it. He orders it to build me up, to make me shine. Only on his path has life been so kind. I am currently waiting for a new door to open without complaining, but maintaining until the light orders my footsteps. There will be no debating the cause of my success.
What was that last? Can you do that last part again?
Yeah. I am currently waiting for a new door to open without complaining, but maintaining until the light orders my footsteps. There will be no debating the cause of my success.
Okay. Okay. Phage, you got something to say about that?
Judy, I thought that that was beautiful. What that reminded me of people walking in their purpose. And when you do that, you walk in your purpose and you're guided, by the creator. It's like you are a success. You everything, all kinds of doors opening up. And I liked how you references that being the light to lead you to where you're supposed to go. I think it was a beautiful poem. My name means goddess of light, not, so I loved it, but it was great. Very good. Nice job.
What about you, Jerry?
Thank you.
I
Thank
like
you.
I like that. I'm still
Thank
reflecting
you,
on it.
Phaedra.
I like the idea of illumination. I got from this that illumination is an inside job, and that door that opens and it leaves no doubt because it's coming from within. And so I like this. Plus I like the flow of the rhyme scheme as well.
All right. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry. Blessings. What you got, bro? What you got?
It's very obvious that God is quite present in your life, and when someone finds someone else who has God in their life and strives to walk that sincerely, it's always refreshing.
Can you hold up
So
for a
you,
second? Can somebody mute their mics because music's coming through? All right, go ahead,
um,
Blessings. Sorry.
that was my beat. I just got something in the background.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's like it's refreshing when someone finds someone else of faith, or someone doesn't have faith, but finds someone of faith that isn't corny, that isn't fake, and that is sincerely trying to let that light be reflection. Let them be a reflection of that light. It's a very refreshing thing, and it revitalizes. It's like being ashy. You get some fresh lotion in there. You know what I mean? Just kind of rub that lotion around. So that's what I got from that. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Judy. Jerry, you ready?
Yes, I am. Yeah, this is a piece that I call The First Minute of a New Day. The first minute of a new day comes cloaked in shadows and shades of gray. Wizened cats and owls and flowers wheedled and bewitched and beckoned by the sun's nocturnal glow, affected by or reflected by the moon, leveraging the dead of night. Happy New Year. Yes, but is it a new day?
Oh, so you're gonna come over here with that short poem stuff too now, huh?
That's the flow, man. I'm just trying to go with the flow here.
You know, Phaedra, you are infectious. Can you read that again, Jerry?
Okay. The first minute of a new day comes cloaked in shadows and shades of gray. Wizened cats and wizened owls and flowers wheedled and bewitched and beckoned by the sun's nocturnal glow, reflected by the moon that leveraged the dead of night. Happy New Year. Yes, but is it a new day?
Ooh, ooh. Jerry, you get on my nerves, bro. Wow. Listen, check it out. You ready for this, Jerry? I was thinking along those lines, right? For real. Cause
Are you serious?
yeah, man. Cause what was it? Oh, matter of fact, on my Facebook page, right? I put I said I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but just because the year changes doesn't mean that your problems are gone away. In order for that to happen, we'd have to change how we look at those problems, how we respond, and how we react, right? So it's not all of what you said, but it just like how it touches on the same thing. You know what I mean? In some way, just kind of like, let me know that creatively, like we're thinking. You know what I'm saying? We're thinking about things like just because they say, oh, it's a new year, doesn't mean that like, oh, you know that phone bill that you owed back in 2020? Yo, that phone bill is still there. You know that court bill that court fine that you owed back in 2020? Oh yeah, that's still there. You know what I'm saying? So like the only thing that changed is 2020 because the rent stays the same. Anyway,
Amen.
Phaedra, what you got?
I thought it was a beautiful poem. It reminded me of the times when I'm up at 3 a.m., the witching hours, writing poetry, and waiting for the new day to happen, and then repeating the cycle every night. So that's how I viewed that poem. But it's beautiful. It's where I'm writing most of my poetry in the times when I can't sleep. That's how I took it. Thank you for sharing.
Miss Judy,
Thank you.
what do you got for us, Miss Judy? Miss Judy, you on mute.
Oh, I thought that was fabulous. And I love the way that he ended it in his Happy New Year's, but is it a new day? I talked about earlier about how I responded to the brother. Uh, he flip flops between Christianity and Nation of Islam, and I approached that differently. And like he said, Happy New Year's, but is it a new day? We have to start approaching things differently. So that's what I took out of that. I thought
Wow.
it was deep though. I thought you were really clever on your play on words. Comes close in shadows and the sun's nocturnal glow. That was really, I thought that was clever. The way you put the words together.
I'm not gonna
I
lie.
enjoyed that.
I was a little bit frustrated by that. The sun's nocturnal glow. but then I had to like, yo, nocturnal. Nocturnal means I can see at night. Okay, all right. So
Yep.
it made me think. So I think that was good. Blessings. What's up, bro? What you get?
The last line kind of summarized the whole thing. It's a new year, but this is a new day. And your first rant started also digging into it about your phone bill for 2020 still there. Everyone always waits for these big astrological phenomena to decide they want to try to make changes in their lives. And well, I'm gonna wait for the solstice, or I'm gonna wait for Jupiter and Saturn to be in the same moon, and I'm gonna wait for Mercury to not be in retrograde. And we know everything that the sun, moon, and all the stars are doing, but people don't know what their son and daughter's doing, or you know, if we really had an understanding of who we are and what our capabilities are and what we were born with, then we'd understand that all the stars and constellations are us. So it's always like people, everyone's always waiting for these big things versus just picking a random day, picking right now.
When you say that, what also comes to mind? Say that again. Say that last line. Say that last line.
Everyone's always his last line or my last line.
His last line.
It's a new year, but it's a new day.
Yeah. What that jumps out at me is that like just because the year changes don't mean that we change. You know what I'm saying? Or the year changed, but are you changing? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, so there was all these problems in 2020, right? And people think just because the year changes, those problems are going to change. But those problems are going to be the same if you haven't changed. You know what I'm saying? Bree, I would ask you what you thought about the poem, but you just hopped. Matter of fact, I'm going to ask you what you thought about the poem just to see what your response is going to be. So what do you think about the poem, Bree?
I don't like you.
I'm just teasing with you. So who's next? Blessings. Thanks a lot, Jerry. I appreciate it. Hey, I also want to say,
You're welcome. I thank you all for the feedback.
Man, I want to thank everybody. Man, you all make this like one of the dopest open mics I've ever been at. You know what I'm saying? Of course, once it starts getting larger, you know what I'm saying, we have to cut the feedback down to shorter. You know what I'm saying? But like, I do this so that we can become better. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And I tell people like this, like, if you're afraid of constructive criticism, this is not the place to be. You know what I'm saying? We're here to my brother Blessing says some things and I'd be like, yo, what? What? What the hell did you just say? You know what I'm saying? But only by being in the same room and listening to him and being open to his constructive criticism. Notice I said constructive criticism, only will I be able to elevate to his level. You know what I'm saying? There may be some things I write, and he'd be like, yo, that's kind of, that's pretty deep. Blase, same thing. You know what I mean? All of us. You know what I mean? So thank you all for participating. Blessings, your turn, brother.
All right, so I'm gonna rock this one right here. So my primary function is as an MC. This one's called Envision. For that New Year energy. Yeah. Listen to the sound and the rhythm, let your mind start drifting. Build an image inside of your life. What do you envision? If it's bringing something negative and change your position, you can choose a thought you want to program your subconscious with. This is what it means by tapping into your power. Starts penetrate the clouds and the world bows down to you. The world is yours, based on your mind view. The universe responds to your inner cause. Just think about it. Conditioning is either a heaven or a prison, and many of us write our own life sentences. This is it. They're on this y'all been waiting for. The flow will be hard from the dome to the floors, overshining with information calls for conversation. People don't think well enough for themselves. Thoughts artificial like the Matrix, but I'm bringing it back to basics. It's really all about your self-relation, because how you see yourself is how you interact with someone else. And if you ain't jacked, then that's that. But it's time to resurrect your thoughts from the depths. The matter of fact is that you are the god of your environment. What time is it? It's time for us to make a change. No longer looking in the mirror like it's someone strange. Feel yourself when you let this track bang. Let your eyes circumnavigate your prize. Let your desire feed your will. Going in for the kill. When it comes to something that you really want to build, still your mind soul search to find your goals first. Devise a plan of action, get to work. Hand in the dirt, planting seeds to grow into who you want to be. You were born to succeed. Just keep on chasing your dream until it manifests. Settling for nothing less. Persistence is key. Wise words from Bang Bless. 1, 2.
Yo,
Yeah.
yo, I ain't gonna lie. I didn't hear everything you said because my mind is in like all over the place, like trying to get people into the open mic and stuff like that, bro. But I'm gonna tell you, when you first came out, I was with you. You know what I'm saying? I was rocking real hard until my shoulders started hurting, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna let him go. No, I'm just kidding. But
I saw that though.
hey, man, don't be agreeing with me. Like,
Come on, you know us bickering is the best part of our live shows. That's one of the best parts of our live shows. You on the left, I'm on the right. We start going at it for no damn reason.
hey, Jerry, what you thought about that, bro?
Yeah. So I was because I'm on my phone, and so I was having a hard time hearing some of it. But I like the music flow. I was picking up the main things I came away with from this was the theme that was talked about earlier of the mirror and change, and yeah, and so that's what I'm walking away from with this. The whole concept of reflection and change and looking at self, looking inward and looking outward. And I'm still processing this. So.
I can talk through it because I know that one's kind of fast. So if y'all want, I can just acapella like talk through the lyrics nice and slow.
Yeah, actually, what would be good is that if you could send that to me or to send that to Maurice. Yeah, because it's something I definitely want to reflect on because my phone isn't doing justice and really getting and picking everything up.
Oh, bro, you gonna have to wait till that becomes mixed, mastered, and all that, and then come out. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I will. What I will do though is, can I send you some other tracks that are out that he has been out while you waiting on that one?
Absolutely.
All
Well,
right, cool.
actually, that one dropped like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. So send me that one, and then I'll pass it. I'll pass it to him.
But for the time being, if I'll hold that off open, and someone wants me to go through the lyrics nice and slow because I know that was kind of fast.
Well, I was about to ask you if you could do it again, bro, because for somebody that just like came onto the web page or to the YouTube channel, right? And I'm about to put the link into the chat so you guys can like send the website link out for your friends to tune in and watch y'all on here and have them wishing that they could be you. You know what I'm saying? All right, go ahead, rocket blessings.
So we do it again with the beat or just the acapella joint.
Nah, do it with the beat, bro.
I want to say something before you start.
Wait, hold on. Let him rock it again. Then you can say it after he's done rocking.
What
I
if she
mean,
lose her thought?
I heard him clearly. So it was beautiful. Thank you.
I know y'all ain't gonna try to jump me. You know what I'm saying, go ahead, Bree. Hold on, blessings. Let Bree get it out before I get jumped.
No, no, I'm good. It was beautiful, and I'll hear it again, and then I'll give my piece. That's fine.
All right. You make sure don't get beat up.
Yeah, check. Listen to the sound and the rhythm, let your mind start drifting. Feel the image inside of your life. What do you envision? If it's bringing something negative, don't change your position. You can choose the thoughts you want to program your subconscious with. This is what I mean by tapping into your power. Starts penetrate the clouds and the world bows down to you. The world is yours based on your mind view. The universe responds to your inner cause. Just think about it. Conditioning is either a heaven or a prison, and then they give us write our own life sentences. This is it, the rawness y'all been waiting for. The flow be hard from the dome to the floors, overshining with information, calls for conversation. People don't think well enough of themselves. Thoughts artificial like the Matrix, but I'm bringing it back to basics. It's really all about your self-relation, because how you see yourself is how you interact with someone else. And if you ain't jacked, then that's that. But it's time to resurrect your thoughts from the depths. The matter of fact is that you are the god of your environment. What time is it? It's time for us to make a change. No longer looking in the mirror like it's someone strange. Feel yourself when you let this track bang. Let your eyes circumnavigate your prize. Let your desire future will going in for the kill. When it comes to something that you really want to build, still your mind soul search to find your goals first. Devise a plan of action, get to work. Hand in the dirt, planting seeds to grow into who you want to be. You were born to succeed. Just keep on chasing your dream until it manifests. Set the lane for nothing less. Persistence is key. Wise words from being blessed. 1, 2. Any official track got nice little ending excerpts and extra things to think about. And only for you, Maurice, would actually be singing song twice.
Yo, I appreciate you. I appreciate you doing that song for me twice. I have a frustrating job of trying to get people not trying, because I think I do a pretty good job of
You
getting
do.
in the open mic. But unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, I'm trying to get 3 people in right now. One artist is really, really, really dope. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, they all are really dope. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know how like you got this one artist where you're trying to, get them to come on and stuff like that. So I apologize for that. But let's go to Bree.
You like lead me for the last 5 years?
Yeah, but it was worth the wait though. Bree, how you doing?
I'm good. That gave me like, you're your own person, but that gave me Q-tip vibes. And all I heard was purpose being spoken into existence. Like that's a motivation song. Like that's a get up song.
And you know how she know that? Cause she a mama. That's why.
He's mad at me.
Get used to it.
Oh, what? Did he miss the rerun?
No, my baby boy wanted to say hi on his own.
Oh, really?
Peace. What's up, Lil King?
So, Lil King.
Hey,
Jerry,
yo,
what do you think about that? Oh, you already went, Jerry. Hold on, Jerry. You already went, right?
yes.
All right, so let's go to Phaedra.
Your stuff is absolutely amazing. I'm still waiting on the information about how to stream it, or if it's on CD. I think Maurice was saying that he was going to do something with that, but
Yes, I am. If you look at the website, I'm putting up pages and stuff like that. So I just need you guys to be a little bit patient. You know what I'm saying? I will have the links up. Just bear with it, brother. It's gonna be worth the wait. Trust me.
In the meantime, I did put something in the chat just now.
okay, thank you. Beautiful work.
Thank you, sis. I appreciate it.
Judy, thank you very much for your comments. Phaedra, Jerry, Bree. Judy, what do you have to say?
So, no, I can't follow each word, but I just find your stuff very enlightening, very uplifting. A lot of people give rap a negative name. You're killing all that noise by what you're writing and how you're portraying it. I did like this line, like the Matrix, back to the basics. And I was like, okay, I heard that and I could flow with that. So,
Appreciate it.
awesome.
The reality is, you know, I've heard his music so much. All I had to do was say all that y'all said, and I'd be straight anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, let me tell you, it was so dynamite, it was out of sight. I mean, the moon can't catch up with you, bro. That's how far out you are. Yeah, I'd still be right, you know what I'm saying? But I like to keep it real. So, you know, thank you very much for your comments, Judy. I appreciate it. Go ahead. I know you got something to say, Blessings. Go ahead, get it out. What?
You go into like corny black exploitation movie mode sometimes with these one liners, man.
Hey, it is what it is. You love it.
I
Um,
do.
but I don't feel that way though. I don't feel like I go into black exploitation mode though.
You know what I mean? It's just that era, like the bell bottoms and that afro pics with the black fist, and then everyone talking about jive turkey suckers and all that. You go into that mode. There's a
Oh
zone you
yeah,
go
bro,
into.
you ain't never heard me
No,
say
no. There is a zone you go into where you sound just like that. The language is more modern, but like the vibe, the
you
flow, the
have
walk.
never ever heard me say jive turkey.
Well, I say that, okay? But
Yeah,
I
you
don't
say
sound
the
like the old
exact
school
you
60s, 70s black exploitation shaft era character.
and you got your head on backwards saying jive turkey.
Yes, right. You jive turkey sucker. That's right. I'm
You
the baddest man pajama this side of Canada. What?
that's all right. Bro,
Wait, right here, right here.
wait, are you back
She
right
said,
now?
yeah, yep. I just got
So wait,
back.
are you trying to call me out for a battle?
I mean, I wasn't, but if you want that static,
I'm just making sure.
Oh,
Hey,
battle.
Judy, that's not Christian like. You need to stop all that.
I do recall Jesus braiding the whip at one point though.
Hey man,
Did
listen. Keep your knowledge to yourself sometimes, bro. Hey,
I also recall Jesus coming back with blood dripping off his sword, saying, "Think that I come for peace, nay your sword."
hey. Remember this though. Right? When he used that whip, right? Wasn't that when they went in, wasn't that when they were doing what there was collecting taxes in the church or something like that? What were they doing?
Here's the
and
monkey
they
switches.
was in
Yeah,
the what do you call it? The synagogues,
yeah,
um, collecting money, like selling stuff and
yeah.
that
And they
kind
weren't
of
supposed to do that in the church,
supposed to be doing
right?
that.
And that's when he pulled out the whip.
Mm-hmm.
So, bro, trust me. Remember, when you think you're gonna defeat me, remember you ain't Jesus. All right, that's all you got to do. And once you remember that, you realize that you're very vulnerable to an ass whooping. All right, so that's what you got to remember.
First thing, I never claimed to be Jesus. I ain't never claimed to be nothing. I ain't never said nothing about no butt whooping. So I do enjoy picking at it. And I don't challenge nobody to nothing. But if someone wants it, let's go.
I never really like battled anybody, bro, because I'm not a battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? If I was called out, I would have to I just have to do what I got to do. I come out on top or come out bleeding a lot. You know what I'm saying? However it has to happen. You know what I'm saying? But people gonna be like, yo, he gave it a good attempt. Gave it a good attempt. I respect
And
that.
that's also where like brotherhood and sisterhood and growth and evolution comes from.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So you know what was dope about battles back in the old days is that people could battle each other, man, and get on a compilation out of respect. You know what I'm saying? For the person that beat them or the person that battled them. You know what I'm saying? And so, that's what I want to bring back, bro. That's what I want to bring back. You know what I'm saying? Where it's not all about your mama and this and that, and disrespecting your mama, but you know what I'm saying? You got to be creative with it. You know what I mean? All right. So I guess it's my turn. Y'all want to hear something from me?
Yes.
Nah? No? Oh, actually, it's Bree's turn.
No, it was you right. It's your
No,
turn.
no, I know it's Bree's turn. Nah, if you want me to go, Bree, I'll go. You want me to go, Bree?
Yes, please.
Let's see what I got here. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. This one's called Take Away the Pain. And since I wrote this, I realized that I need to rename this, but I'm gonna keep it Take Away the Pain. Hey, Blessings, you got a beat for me?
What kind of beat you want?
Like a jazz, hip hop beat.
I got you right now.
Hey, Bree. Yeah. Hey, Judy. Hey, Jerry.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Flora. This is dedicated to all y'all out there who feel a little bit of pain.
But you just be aware though, there's latency from this whole mechanism. So, because my beat playing for me, it's gonna be different timing for the rest of y'all. So you're gonna sound off beat as hell. But
That's all right. I don't think it's gonna be too bad. You can hear me now, right?
yeah,
Yeah, so it ain't gonna be too bad. Bree, what you cooking? Y'all make me hungry. Lord. And Blessings got me waiting.
yep.
There's two things that don't go well together: hunger and waiting.
There we go.
Right there. Okay. I refuse to go back for where I came, to death, hate and shame. Seems like it's all enough the pain that constipates my soul. See, I'm a bastard and emancipated slave, filled with self-hate and rage. Times I cry, I pray the light be easy. Keep my head up, so I for freer. I pray to God for salvation on earth. This will the lynchment, my work. My dad never taught me this, but yo, this message. Long before the stolen miss, I miss confusion. Economic storms, I meditate for flavor and strength to move on. My experiences, I put on my arms to rock the slave ships and free your mind. Take away the pain, pain, take away the pain. Somebody's gotta come and take away the pain. Almost to the destiny of my life to see the purpose of darkness. Me being the best fighting genocide. Commit PhDs, commit homicide. You want to know what kids commit suicide to build the pain nation? A place to go beyond the beaches around town. I made Saddam Hussein America. The business falls in the staff village. They turned away from the loving village. Now children love death because hate is what the foundation. If I be with these stove by children, they each call all reason that sturdy little breeders within the country Congress. That's why slavery within the form of bondage is a purpose. Take away the pain. Take away the pain. Take away the pain. Take away the pain. Yo, mind battling emotions or the pain of pain, but doing it alone leaves the people insane. All sorts of slavery. They got the pages came before me, told me that my people want to fight. And taught me to be wise and upright. Don't taught me to go where the shoe flees. You taught me to meditate the strengths and all of these. All enemies want to be homies, then my family wants to own me. Once a load is trapped, now I'm in the eye. That's the two will bring forth the truth of the lie. How did it all change? Was it the money or the fame? College education, all my skills. I'm a role model. I keep it real. You taught me to live this way. You turn my head away from those that used to cheat on me. Bury the past and come to lean on me. Take take away, take away pain. Somebody's gotta come and take away pain. Somebody. No, stop. Thank y'all very much. Appreciate it. Don't even ask me to do it again.
That was, I was going to ask you, can you read it without the music? I had a hard time hearing it, Maurice.
Yeah, me too. I would really love you to do it
Sorry,
without the
please.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it with the music. No, I'm just messing with you.
Like we heard beautiful words, you know.
Hey, can you do me a favor and send me that track?
I did.
Okay. I mean, like, I don't know which one it is, but if you could send it to me,
Yeah.
like, say, yo, this is the track I played, then I know that's it.
Also,
All right, so
also send me some words, some verses. If I get like a vibe, I can make a beat for it or send you beats. I got a lot. So
okay, cool. I refuse to go back from where became the dirt and death, hate and shame. Hold up. All right. So I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna need y'all to help me out. Is that cool? Yes? No? All right. So some of y'all gotta unmute your mics. Y'all that want to help me out, you gotta unmute your mics.
We got you. We
All
got
right.
you.
So this is how y'all gonna help me out, right? So I need y'all to be my choir, right? So what y'all is y'all gonna go take away the pain. Take away the pain. Take away the pain. Somebody's got to come and take away the
Take
pain.
away the pain.
Take away
Away the pain.
But y'all got to do it together.
I can't sing. Judy sounds good. You go ahead, Judy. I have all my faith in you. I can't do it.
All right, so you ready? Hey, you ready? You ready, Blessings?
I ain't say nothing.
Hey, yo, Jerry. Hey, yo, Jerry, you trying to get in on this too?
No, man, I can't do the singing thing, man. But I'm listening.
All right, Bree, you trying to get in on this, Bree?
All you do is play all day. Do the poem. I want to hear it.
This is what I do. All right. So Judy.
Okay, I got you. Let's do this. Come on.
All right, I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna let you do it. All right. Take away
the pain. Take away the pain. Take away the pain.
Somebody's got to
away the pain.
All right, so you're gonna do it 4 times, and after the 4th time, I'm gonna come in. All right.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Do your thing, Judy.
Take away the pain.
Yeah.
Take away the pain.
We gotta work together.
Take away the pain.
Somebody's gotta come in.
Take away the pain.
I refuse to go back from where I came. Dirt to death, hate and shame. Seems like that's all I know, the pain that cultivates my soul. See, I'm a bastard and emancipated slave for self-hatred rage. Times I cry, pray that life gets easier. Keep my head up, so I feel freer. I pray to God for salvation of earth, because with the lynch strength my word. Mama, dad never taught me this, but this vessel, longing for the soul in this. I miss confusion, economic storms. I meditate for flavor and strength to move on my experiences upon the Mavans, to these slave ships and free our minds. Take away.
Away the pain.
Mm.
Take away the pain.
Somebody's got to come and help me.
Take away the pain.
Yeah.
Take away the pain.
It comes to the destiny of my life to see the purpose of darkness and light. Me being the bastard fighting genocide. Humans with PhDs commit homicide. You want to know why kids commit suicide? The built up pain nationwide, no place to go but down, or in the vicious cycle round and round. And may some down, but so is America. Big business causing hysteria. Family turned away from the loving village now. Children of death, because hate is what they're feeling. The foundation, 5 with these stole 5 children. They each call 5 evil eyes to help raise them. That's 30 evil breeders within the country's Congress. That's why slavery within the form of mental bondage is upon us. Take away
The pain. Take away the pain.
somebody.
Take away the pain.
Somebody, please.
Take away the pain.
I don't mind battling emotions or the bitter pain, but doing it alone leaves people insane, vulnerable to all sorts of slavery. Thank God the Panthers came before me to show me that my people want to fight. Martin taught me to be wise and upright. Malcolm taught me to go where the truth leads. Gandhi taught me to meditate to strengthen all of these. Or enemies want to be homies and my family wants to own me. Once a load of crap, now I'm twinkle in the eye. That's the truth will bring forth the truth of the lie. How did it all change? Was it the money or the fame? College education are my skills. I'm a role model. I keep it real. It's hard for me to live this way. Turn my head away. Remember the past, come to lean on me. Turn my head, take away the pain.
Take away the pain. Take away the pain.
Somebody, please.
Take away the pain.
Somebody's got to come and
take away the pain.
Thank you. Well, I don't mind battling emotions or the bitter pain, but doing alone leaves the people insane, vulnerable. All sorts of slavery. The God the Panther came before me to show me that my people want to fight. Martin taught me to be wise and upright. Malcolm taught me to go where the truth leads. Gandhi taught me and all of these. Wow, who is throwing things around there? Welcome, Liz.
Hi there, everybody. Happy New Year. Hi, Phaedra. Hi, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, so let's go with Judy. What you got to say about that, Judy?
Phenomenal. It took me back to like one of those, when we were growing up. Well, I'm a lot older than most of you. It took me back to the 70s and watching one of those Superfly or Shaft movies. And all these things are, like that song, Freddie's Dead. All these different things are going on around us. And, does everybody see it? Does everybody feel it? It took me back to a moment, way back then. Take away the pain. Yeah, yeah. Awesome.
Thank you. What do you got to say, Phaedra? Unmute your mic, please.
I feel like it's a person that's really struggling to come out of situations that are dealing with demons. It's like it feels to me, the way that you were reading it, it's like a vicious cycle that keeps repeating itself, and somebody trying to find a way out, to take away the pain so that they can move forward. It was a really deep poem. I mean, I know people struggle all the time with that kind of stuff, and it's not easy, but I absolutely loved it. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Phaedra. Appreciate it.
Mhm.
Blessings. What you got? You're on mute, brother.
Like I told you, said, I got a good job as a producer, so I'm definitely down to put some music to the magic and make something happen. And yeah, so far that's definitely the word. It's a little old school, like not old school like how I listen to old school, but like old school as in predates the current manifestation of hip hop old school. That's like she said it right, the whole Shaft era thing, which was I was just joking about earlier. That's your whole that's your package. Not a bad thing. It's like something that's needed. Like especially a lot of people, my age just kind of just missed it. It's over the head. But you're very modern and up to date. But with that essence, that soulful essence, you really have like you really up there with Eric B. and Rakim. Like I know you got soul type of joint. And you kind of go ahead on this journey that we, the descendants of slaves in the diaspora here in the wilderness North America, we experienced a lot of pain, and you have a way of humanizing that. So and that's one thing that you do very well through your comedy and through all the crap talking that we do and all the good work that we do. We poke a lot of fun at each other, but respect each other. We do a lot of work, and it's nothing but like the utmost respect that I have for you at the end of the day. So
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Bree, what you got? What you got, Bree?
It reminded me of I have to be able to like relate things to each other. Like that's how I feel things. Like I'm good at writing and articulating my feelings, but not good at speaking them really well. Hold on, babe. Hold on, boo. It reminded me of there's these twins. They're Nigerian and Cuban and French, and they go by Ibeyi. And they have a song called I've Carried This for Years. And the entire time, they're only saying, I've carried this for years. But you can feel the pain. You can tell they're talking about from our ancestors and the trauma from slavery and the trauma from, the civil rights movements and all of the protests and all of the bombings and destruction. Like, it's like I could hear it. So the singing part, take away the pain. It was perfect. I like that one, Maurice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Liz, did you hit it? Did you get enough of it? Jerry?
Unfortunately, I didn't hear any of it.
What's up, baby?
Jerry?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I heard it, and it's basically for me. It's hard to really put it all together, but this is the best I can do here. So it's like the black man's odyssey, going back from slavery, from the slave ship into slavery, and into this world up till 2021, and through all that, it's more of like a journey, maybe even like an odyssey. And throughout that, the mantra is the same: take away this pain. And so, throughout this odyssey, this person, this persona, this black man persona, is reaching out in different directions to get relief from the pain. and I can see parts of it going back to touching back into the whole Superfly blaxploitation thing, where the black man was looking for some white powder to take away the pain. You know, we're asking our pusher man to take away this pain. Then it's like a spiritual thing. I mean, we're reaching out to other people, to Malcolm, to Martin, help me deal with this, take away this pain. But what I'm taking away from this is that ultimately, and then there's the spiritual piece of it, where the pain will be gone. We'll be in heaven one day, and that will be the ultimate painkiller, you know. But yeah, it's this whole odyssey. It's our story, you know, wrapped up into, you know, like a 3 or 4 minute piece, you know, and it's just it's difficult to listen to, you know, because it's all of our stories, you know, and the pain still is here. And so I don't know what the end of it is, what the outcome is, but yeah, it makes me feel this collective and personal pain, you know, and it's a deep piece, you know. Yeah, it had to have been difficult for you writing this. It's not just like cranking out any other piece, you know. This is very, very personal, individually and collectively. So I don't know, there's just a lot wrapped up in that, man. And I thank you for sharing that.
Thank you. You know, it's interesting because I did not expect it to go that deep, you know. So thank you all very much. I really appreciate it. You know, it's wow. Thank you. Appreciate it. Liz, what you got? What you got for us, Liz? Ladies and gentlemen. You can't hear her. I can't hear her because her mic is on mute. But we got Liz Filomeno, the emissary.
Are we having like a topic type thing, or can I just read anything? Can I just read anything?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get my glasses real quick.
You mean to tell me you came to a poetry reading without your glasses?
I cannot read. My vision is getting really bad.
Mine is too.
And it's really difficult for me to read, especially off my phone. So let me just pull it up real quick. All right. This is a little bit personal, but I'm gonna take a shot and share it with you guys. How can I explain my life for the past 4 years? Feels like a disaster that hasn't begun to end. The inevitable is yet to come. I can feel inside of me. I can feel it inside of me. I just hope that it's not the death of me. I can't deal with anything more. I know that God would never give you more than you can handle, but I feel like I cannot bear the weight of a feather on my back. I feel so broken that I don't even recognize myself anymore. Who am I today? Who was I yesterday? Who will I be tomorrow? I don't know anymore. I have no sense of direction and I lost all sense of being. I feel beat down emotionally and physically. I wake up every morning and get out of bed wondering if today is the day. I sit at the edge of my bed and I look both ways before I step on the track because I know the train is coming and I'm already a wreck. And if we clash, it's definitely going to be a train wreck. I have lost so much already and the elves continue to find me. I can't hide, I can't dodge them, and I can't deal with them. I keep fighting for everything that I have. trying to hold on for dear life to everything that I loved. I don't want to fail them by losing my grip on life and reality. But I won't lie, I feel so weak of heart and mind. I'm afraid. I'm truly afraid of tomorrow because I'm unsure of how many I have left. I feel like someone is out to get me. I don't trust myself or anyone else. If they have the ability to cause me pain, I'm afraid of them. I can't even say that I enjoy love because love hurts in the end. So to love with the expectation of hurt and pain, is that really love? Is It's like the anticipation of the betrayal is greater than the love itself. People are conditional. If there is anyone out there besides me that can put others first, I can live a day in someone else's shoes. It's my blessing and my curse. I know the look of unconditional love. I see it. I see it with my dogs, and I know the intensity of the look in their eyes. They love me unconditionally. I see it and I feel it. I have never seen that look in another person's eyes, and if I did, it was only temporary. Maybe it's a human characteristic to be that way, but I know it for a fact. I know that till death do us part is a lie. For better or worse, it's a lie. In goodness and in health, it's tolerable, but it depends on the circumstances too. So should I just run and enjoy the freedom of running, or should I expect the trip and fall that will surely come? How hard is it to enjoy the run if you're worrying that you will fall at any given moment? Right now, I'm sitting here and I'm just writing what's in my head. But this doesn't even justify my thoughts. There's so much to write, so many thoughts in my head, racing. Like my head is a database room full of computers, saving every waking word, step, thought, action in my head. I can't be here forever. I have a lifetime of memory that I cannot release no matter how hard I try. These thoughts haunt me throughout my life. I need a rope. I feel like a tsunami's upon me, and I'm so tired of the waves that I don't want to run anymore. I'm ready to be swept away. Just end it. Why fight it anymore? Why fight it anymore? Even the people who were supposed to protect me didn't. They were either trying to, they were either lying to my face while they betrayed me behind my back in denial or trying to save themselves. Everybody wants to be the judge, the jury, and the executioner. Despite it all, the giant wave is coming. I can't swim, and I'm tired of trying to keep my head above water. I can, I can barely breathe, and I need to rest. Everyone around me wants to be a victim. I've been a victim, and I've been a survivor too. But now I'm really just tired of being both. All my life, they made me feel like I was a nobody. All my life, I fought to be somebody. And now I'm somebody who has nobody. And the somebodies that could have saved me are no longer alive, with the exception of the devil, because he's here and he's still alive because it's hard to kill evil. Or maybe Earth is the only place where evil can live. And there really is no place for it in the afterlife. There is no hell. There is only Earth. This is where it hides and thrives around the rest of us in plain sight. I'm gonna leave it right there. Yeah. There's more, but it's like really even more personal. Well, you know what? I'm gonna finish it because I started it.
I was just gonna ask if
Yeah.
you want to finish
All
it.
right. Yeah. All right. So there is no hell. There is only Earth. This is where it hides and thrives around the rest of us in plain sight. He is still here, spreading his lies and acting like he cares, when all he really cares for is himself, selfishly. He is the center of the beginning of my end, and yet he thrives. He will always be the thing that spread my little limbs and lied about it. He made me feel like a bad person when I was an innocent child and didn't know better. He painted me to be nobody special, and they believed him, and they spread his lies about me. He made me stained and dirty. He made me not understand my worth and took away my ability to understand I had any. He made it okay for others to do the same, and they kept their brotherly secrets. He made me feel shame. He made me feel like a black sheep, an outsider where I should have belonged. He made me broken. That's it. That's the finished product.
Wow.
Yeah.
On one hand,
Hold on,
it,
hold on, Brie. I'm gonna go in order.
huh?
I'm gonna go in order.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't know there was an order.
So, what you just read is it's really hard to hear. And I'm glad I heard it. I know how you feel, you know, like all too often. It's easy to tell someone, hey, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up, right? When we have no resources to give them and so on and so forth, right? And we're taught in this world about material things and stuff like this, right? But the things that you're talking about are immaterial, you know. And you know, I know you, you know, so I know the things you're talking about. I could say to you that, you know, someone says, well, if you give up, you know, who's going to be here for me? But that's selfish, right? Because the reality is like there's a lot of pain inside, and I know you're suffering. You know, I know you're suffering, you know. And I know for me that I'm so grateful that I have a network. And I heard you say that the people that were, for lack of better words, talked you down are no longer here, you know. But if they were here, I know that they would tell you that when they leave, they will want you to find someone else that, you know, that will listen to you, that will care about you, and that will love you. And I'm gonna go on a limb and say that I know that there are people, and maybe you haven't met them yet. And in my experience, the trick is to keep looking for them because they're there, you know, that will sit and listen, that do care, you know. I mean, look at us. How long we been doing this?
Years.
And the first words I said to you was like, hey man, if you work with me, right, you know what I'm saying, people are gonna know your name. Remember that?
Yeah.
You know, and the difference is now it's like, hey man, if you do this with me, we're gonna find healing. You know?
That's growth.
Yeah. You know,
You went from one, one extreme to a whole different other feeling of like, how you can use this format. It's got such a broad spectrum, of things that can be used, that can come out of it. So
yeah. So I'm here, you know, and I'm gonna after this, I'm gonna hit you up because we have a friend who I think you should call to. You know,
I think I reached out to her in the past.
yeah, I think you should.
Yeah.
And
I,
was it helpful when you reached out?
it was kind of a surprise actually, because I was going through a really, really bad episode.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually checked myself into the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
And she showed up, and I was shocked because that was the first time I knew that she what she did, and I was like, oh my God. She was shocked to see me too. You know, it was kind of shocking that we because aside from doing the poetry stuff, we never really, you know, came across each other, but we somehow managed to come to the same place on that day. Me and her, you know, on a whole different level.
And that's a great thing, like having, you know, is having his network. So before I move on, would you be willing to reach out to her?
Oh yeah, I have no problem doing that.
Okay, and you
I've done that.
okay,
Yeah,
and you know I'm here, so you know there's two people that you can count on that are here, and you know I've been here.
appreciate that.
I always I hit you up, be like, yo, Liz, so what's up? What you doing? You ready to do this? No, I'm ready. All right,
Yeah,
all right.
I appreciate that though. Thank you.
You're welcome. You feel you feel a little bit better?
I feel okay. I am actually not having a bad day today, but I felt like, you know, today was like the day where I could actually read this and not break down, you know, because when I try to read it, I break down because it's so much.
Yeah, process.
Yeah, but today is not. Today is a good day. Today, I feel pretty good today.
I'm glad. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Yeah, thank you for listening.
You're welcome. Hey, Bree. Bree, your turn.
What to speak? Or to
Yes. To to let Liz know what you thought about her writing, how it affected you.
um well, what it made me think of at first was, you know, Me Too. And then I started getting conflicted feelings. Like, it used to be comforting that Me Too, but then the past, just even in the past year, learning just how many people it happens to, and not just that, but even the betrayal and disrespect among people that are supposed to love you. It's like, I want to be like, what's going on? But I know what's going on because hurt people hurt people. But it doesn't give them an excuse. And it's like, to be in a situation where we're writing and we're trying actively to heal, it's like, if we can do the work, then anybody can do the work. And why aren't they doing the work? Why are they hell bent on taking out their shit on other people? And yeah, I felt that. And yeah, I'm here too. I'm so sorry for your pain.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And you know what feels good about what you just said? That it confirms that I'm not wrong.
No.
Because sometimes when you're going through something like that, you question yourself. You start to question yourself and trying to get through the process of like, is it me? Like, is there something wrong with me? Am I just like overreacting or over processing things, or you know? But you're right. You know, the betrayal and the fact that people, you know, don't take the time to. If I'm trying to heal, you know, you're right. You can do it too. But the betrayal part of it is like the thing that gets me the most, because the people that are supposed to love you are not supposed to betray you.
Right.
You know, that's what pains me the most, and that's what's driving me, you know, nuts. I can't get past that. You know, and then that affects everything else because then you lose trust in people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a people person, so I can't be put in a position where I don't trust people because I am a people person. I'm a very social person, but it makes it really hard. And then the people that are genuine, they're the ones that pay the price because then I can't open myself 100% to everybody the way I would like to. you know. And a lot of times I find I put myself in a position, and I think maybe it's my own fault for continuing to trust, you know. And but then if I'm not being myself, how can I be helpful? How can I help other people understand it when they're going through this kind of thing? Because that's the one thing that I get out of doing poetry or writing anything is I always say, Maurice, you know this for a fact. I always say, if you can heal one person, you've done your job, you know? And I said last time when I read that God gives me a whole lot of material. Well, this is part of that. And I have to like take what I have and make something of it. Walk away with the lesson and leave everything else behind. And this is what I do when I write my poetry. If I can reach one person, then I feel good about that. Then I feel like I did something, you know, and that's my pride. And that's always going to be the one thing that keeps me moving, the one thing that keeps me going forward. That's my driving force right there, that I can help someone else.
That's what Nikki Giovanni said. Writing is what I do to justify the air I breathe.
Yes.
This is it.
It is. It really is.
To keep them going, and this is it.
It's like when I put in there, I said, "Am I the only person that knows who can put themselves in somebody else's shoes?" You know, I'm always putting myself in somebody else's shoes because I always want to feel your experience from your perspective and not from mine.
Right.
How better can I understand you if I can't feel you what you're feeling? The only way I can do that is to put myself in somebody else's shoes. But sometimes I feel like that's my blessing and my curse.
Right.
Yep. But thank you very much. I really appreciated hearing that. Yeah.
Thank you, Judy.
Wow. Liz, I commend you for sharing that, for reading that. Um, you know, that's why going through this pandemic is so hard, and they're telling us to stay away from each other. It's times like this where if we were in the same room, I'd just come over to you and hug you, my sister. Um, that poem, what you wrote, brought me into your shoes to let me know what you are going through. Okay. Um, I have a women's outreach group that I haven't been really functioning in because of this pandemic. But I just hearing that is like, no, you got to do it. You got to do it. People come, they wear their masks, they glove up or whatever, but it needs to happen because, you know, we're a sociable people and we're meant to fellowship. I said it earlier, and without that fellowship, without that you know, feeling my sister right next to me, you know, we're kind of lost right now. You know, it's nothing there. I feel an emptiness, like something else needs to happen. So, you know, I commend you for reading that, for sharing that with us. You know, with time, it gets better. Um, I'm praying for you, and I'm going to make sure I stay in contact with you. So when I am up and running again, I would definitely want you to come and bless me, want you to come and be a part of.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. And I swear, like, everything to me, Maurice can tell you, like, for me, it's like helping other people is the one thing that keeps me alive, you know? It's my driving force. It's like I taught at high school, in elementary school, in junior high school. And for me, whenever they ask me, are you crazy working in these public schools? And I said, no, not at all.
Me too.
Not at all. Because you know what? The one thing I walk away with at the end of the year is watching these kids walk across that stage for one. And number two is watching them grow in the 4 years that they're there, the changes they go through, you know? And at the end of the day, the hug that I got that said, thank you, Miss, for always being there despite the fact that I was a pain in the butt to you a few times, and I'm sorry about that, but I'm glad you stuck with me, and I appreciate you.
I also feel
That was my payback.
I can identify with you. I can identify with you. With these kids, I wanted to back out of that occupation for a long time, but the Lord keeps bringing me back there. So because we're needed, we're needed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank you again, Liz.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Judy. I want to say I know it's 10 o'clock, but we're gonna go over because we're gonna finish going around and getting feedback. Jerry, what do you got? You on mute. Jerry. Jerry? Phaedra, what do you got, my friend? You on-
Hello. I just want to tell you, my first encounter with you, I just told Maurice that you just have a wonderful, beautiful soul. There's something so warm and loving about your spirit that I was immediately attracted to within you. You're very strong and you're sweet and you're kind. I appreciate you writing your poem. It brings a lot of hope to me because it also inspires me to do better. I'm a person that a lot of people reach out to for advice, and they come to me for guidance. Rarely do I ever ask people for advice. So what you're doing, is helping me to probably write more about personal experiences that I have. I do write poetry. A lot of it's on the surface. A lot of it doesn't have to do with me, but I could dig a little bit deeper. So I just wanted to say to you, thank you for sharing. You're a brilliant star with a lot of love in your heart, and you're amazing. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you, Phaedra. Thank you a lot because sometimes I feel like I'm not so much a star, like people dim me, and I try to get away from that.
Yeah, don't believe them. Don't you ever believe them.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Uh, Blessings.
I'll start off by saying I apologize. I missed pretty much the entire thing. Bring my wife to bed, but based off of the energy and what everyone's been saying, I kind of got the gist. And the big thing is that you are not alone. I too am a survivor of domestic abuse, among some other things. Maurice has always been very outspoken about what's happened to him, or not what's happened to him, but what he's experienced. And I know that I care incredibly about the condition of human beings because I've seen the worst of the conditions of human beings. And that's why I'm not hell bent. That's why I'm heaven bent on my job as a healer and as an MC and doing what I do. Because I don't care how high you get in life, you are no better than the least person in society. So if everyone's gonna walk past the thug or the prostitute or the drug addict or the whatever, then that's the first person I'm going to be like, hey, you have so much value locked inside you. Let's help you explore this and get something with your life. And people think it's so amazing how I do that. But if these people that everyone is so afraid of and everyone hates so much are your peers or the people who've sheltered you and helped you when you had nobody else, and you've experienced such low lows, it gives you that drive. And trials, the thing about trials is they're there to purify us. You know what I'm saying? Some people in personality or in character are like sandpaper. They're hard to live with. But when God wants to smooth off some of your rough edges, He's gonna put some sandpaper around you. Get to working. Start smoothing you right off. When the trial comes, it's meant to purify us because it manifests something inside us that we have to deal with. You can't deal with a deep emotional pain or an anger or racism or misogyny or anything like that until it comes to the surface. When it comes to the surface, you can take that, throw it to the side, and deal with it. They call it casting out demons. It calls taking the devil's head, whatever you want to call it. So I know I've done that a lot for myself due to the extremity of my experiences, and we really have a leg up over a lot of people because those who have not been through extremities or real crazy hardships, they tend to freak out or panic and this and that, and all of a sudden when the times is real, and since 2020 times was been real, but 2020 stepped up to another level. You know what I'm saying? We kind of become the voices of light for a lot of the people. And I'm so very grateful. I can look back I suffered through, and I've been so very grateful for every single painful moment because I know I would not have reached a level of spiritual maturity. I wouldn't have reached a level of beauty of character if I had not gone through the difficulties. And I would probably be afraid of certain things if I didn't experience extremities. Like I can hear gunshots and go straight to the source of them to see if someone needs help. I've done that. Everyone else thinks I'm crazy. Like, no, that's what I'm used to. There's something bigger than our fear. It's something bigger than our fear, and that's the beauty of life. It's just attaching yourself to something bigger than yourself, and then you do. And to echo, I think it was Phaedra who said it, but you do have a very compassionate character. I can tell it just by looking at your face. You have a beauty to your face that just says, "I want to love you. I want to love you so bad. Like, how can I help you today?" You just like McDonald's, they got nothing on that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just keep going strong. And it sounds like a cliche when someone says God loves you, if they don't reflect God in how they walk and how they talk. But I can sincerely see that God loves you because a lot of people He loves get tested real hard. So I thank you for your strength. I thank you for your courage and for your transparency. I know it's not easy. I've written songs and poems about things that have happened to me, and I was never able to actually do anything with any of them except for one. But I've never performed it. I've never talked about it. I just kind of put it in a project and threw it out there for people to listen to. And I know every time I tried, I also wrote me, Miss Little. I'm not a tough guy, but I tend to be stoic, and my stoicism cracked like freaking. I don't know, it cracked, and doing one of these, one of the numbers like it's Tybo, left, right, double time, 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just reaffirmation. That's the good path. It's just find that love in yourself, and hey, reach out to me, reach out to a lot of people. I can tell you with a certainty that if you reach out to me, I'll be there for you to the best of my ability. So thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Jerry, are you there? Thank you so much, Blessings. I appreciate it. So normally what we do is we have a little discussion and then we do a freestyle. But I want to do something different right now. I want us to take a little bit to write, maybe like 5 to 7 minutes to write. And what we're going to do is we're going to write affirmations to Liz. All right. And we're going to go around in the group. And our last round is going to be us reading our affirmations to Liz. All right. So Blessings. You want to play some music? Hey, caller 3. Who with a caller, can you introduce yourself, caller? I was gonna have Jerry go after Liz, but I guess Jerry dropped off.
Am I unmuted?
Yep, you're unmuted. Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm Melody. I am Maurice's oldest sister. Hello.
Her head is bigger than mine.
No, it's not.
Oh, it absolutely is.
Impossible.
They
Hi.
could never
No,
be,
it's not
okay?
because your
They
head
could
is bigger
never
than
be.
mine.
Not at all.
What's your name, Phaedra?
Maybe the ego part of it, but
Soulfighter,
that's about it.
can you guys hear me?
Yeah, hold on for 1 second, Jerry. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Go ahead.
So
Finish.
that's who I am. I came in at the last minute because I'm not computer savvy, so I was getting this all messed up and confused. But
It's not
I
even a
came in on
computer,
the
it's a
tail
phone.
end. Anyway, it's still a computer. See how we have to go back and forth, you all. But to me, it's a computer. Anywho, I would definitely make sure that next time I'm here on time and prepared. So, there you have it.
She tries to sing a lot too, so be ready. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for calling in, Melody. I love you.
Love you too.
Hey, Jerry. So before we go to that, Liz, Jerry, did you already read, Jerry?
Yeah, I already read, but I didn't get Liz feedback.
All right.
For some
How
reason,
do
I
I
was
mute
muted.
myself again?
I got you.
Okay, yeah. For some reason, I lost my audio went out. So at any rate, yeah, I just want to say to Liz, thank you for sharing that with us. And as I listened to you, one of the things that I was thinking is how blessed you are to be able to put this on paper, to get some of this out of your head and to put it on paper, and then to be able to have a community that you can share this with. Because the alternative to that would be having to deal with all of this, everything that you have mentioned, to have to deal with all of that solo, and to not have had a voice, to be muted. And that is where you mentioned, like, the devil. That is where the devil thrives on people who have no outlet for what they're going through, what they're dealing with. So, yeah, I would say that you're blessed to be able to have the power to put this out there, and to share this with us. And just in terms of what other people have shared with you, I would agree with a lot of that in terms of dealing with this. And I don't know your circumstance, but I know that the pain that you were expressing is not an event, a specific event that happened. Is something that you've been experiencing over a period of time. And the response from people in your life that have either walked away from you or have even taken advantage of it, exploited, what you're dealing with. Yeah, so those people, someone had made the comment that hurt people hurt people. Yeah, and so there's people out there that are going through a lot of pain, and they have no other resource than to turn around and inflict that, or transfer that, I should say, to other people, and that becomes their relief. But what I would say to you is that the feedback that I've heard so far tells me and tells you that, yeah, when you put stuff out, when you reach out, when you get stuff out of your head and share it, you'll find that there's resources. You'll find that there's people where the whole thing of trust can be rekindled, reestablished. And so my heart, my mind, and my prayers are with you. And I heard you share last week. You had shared some stuff, and it really resonated with me. So my message to you is that you have a lot to give, a lot to offer. And what you shared with us today was a blessing to all of us, all who heard, because we all can relate to that. Probably not at least for me, probably not on the level of intensity of your experience. But again, I think that you're blessed for being able to have the power to put this onto the page and then to share that. And finally, I'm glad that you finished. There was a point that you had said, okay, well, that's it. And then you said, well, no, I'm going to go ahead and finish. I'm glad you did that. I'm glad you did that because it shows that you have enough trust in us to put that all out there. And so, again, thank you.
Thank you, Jerry, for analyzing, and you're on point with everything that you just said, 100%. And I think putting it out there, you know, it has a double blessing. It helps me to get it out of my head, and it might help somebody else who thinks that they're alone to know that they're not. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I also want to say, I just want to say this final piece, that there are people who have not survived what we've been through. There are people who turn inwardly and that have not survived what you've been through. So you're a strong woman.
Yeah,
and we're fortunate to have you in our group.
Yeah, the self-destruction part, I think where I fight to save myself is because I have, you know, family members who not share the same exact situation as me with the same people and the environment that we grew up in, but have felt enough of it, or within their own experiences have turned to destructive mechanisms to, you know, to kind of sedate themselves and not feel, you know, what their experiences really were. So, you know, some people turn to drugs and alcohol and all kinds of other things, and I've supported them through that, you know, going to Al-Anon meetings or alcohol or AAA, or, you know, when through their drug addictions, go to the rehab to visit with them and make sure that the spirit was up and try to talk to them and reassure them, you know, you're gonna be better, you know. But till this day, they're still struggling, you know. They have their own personal struggles. So I think for me, watching them go through that part of it that way, it was like, I don't want to do that. You know?
Wow. Is that me?
Yeah.
Hold on for a sec. Hello? Okay, yeah, I had to mute your mic real quick, Liz. Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate that very much. I want to thank everybody for all the constructive criticisms, feedback, for the love, affirmations that they shared with Liz. More than that, Liz, I want to thank you for one, being open to to all of it, and then two, responding as well. French Leave, are you there?
Yes.
Did
I
you
was just gonna say,
did you hear her poem?
I think everybody has already said it. So, you know, I put that in the chat. I don't know what I could say that wouldn't be an echo, but I really appreciate your like just your ability to push through the discomfort of sharing everything that you've been through. And just like the previous speaker said, you know, that moment when you nearly stopped, but then you resumed, you went the rest of the way through. Like that is it's such a model for all of us, of how to just how to be vulnerable and how to heal. You know, you shared with us your alchemical process. You bringing to light all of the things that have happened to you and all of the pain that that has created in your life. And you are yet and still such a shining light. And you showed us how you've shown us that process of how you are that light through your share. So thank you for that. And I'm so glad that you have this community, to reflect back to you all of your light. And I'm very grateful to Maurice for creating this community for us all. It's just what a beautiful experience. And I came in late. I came in just to hear you speak. So thank you for sharing.
Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate that a whole lot.
So we're gonna a blessings. I know you got a track queued up so we can listen to as we write.
Are you going to repeat what we're going to be doing?
Hey, blessings. Can you pause that for a second?
What happened?
So for those that need a reminder, and those who just came in, so what we're gonna be doing, what we do is, and usually it's earlier on, but now, so here's how it's gonna work. So we're gonna play some music for about 5 minutes, and we're gonna write. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna write affirmations to Liz. But here's the thing. So once it's read, once a person read, there's not gonna be any feedback on the affirmations. We're just gonna go person by person by person until we're done. All right.
Affirmations to Liz.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead. Can you rock that?
I know he ain't. That's my kid. I gotta get your You gotta start sleeping in your room.
That was time.
All right. We're going to start with French Leave this time.
Thank you again, Liz. Pulling up what I wrote it in the chat. But affirmations to Liz. Transformation is the reason for living. And you have transformed into something greater than a winged angel. The light that you are is far stronger than any of the shadows you were held within during your youth. Your power is to heal yourself, and the reverberations of that healing touches us all, helps us to look deeper inside of our own corners and crevices. So thank you, light that you are. And I really am touched by your sharing. So thank you. And good night to everyone. I have to head out, but thank you so much again, Liz. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
And have a good
That
night.
was beautiful. Thank you.
I wish you so much love, Liz. So much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry, French. Thank you, French. I hope you have a beautiful new year.
You too, and to everyone. All right. Bye-bye.
Judy.
Yes. Okay. So for Liz, I will be specific. She's not a statistic. Even though some of her characteristics may lead you to think she's on the brink of breaking down. So let's get the facts straight, and she can appreciate your concern about how she negotiates through this life. She writes and meditates so she can focus to concentrate. She is willing to contemplate on your behalf to try to get you to see you don't have to be a statistic either. For Liz.
Thank you, Judy. Jerry.
Liz. Mwah.
Jerry, you there? Jerry, you're on mute. All right, Phaedra, what do you got? You're on mute.
Hello. This is for you, darling. I am a flower that blooms, releasing any negative karma. I am the angelic soul. I am the impressionable when it comes to caring for others. In my vulnerability, I am strength. In my voice, I am heard. When I'm being heard, I know that you're listening. When I know that you're listening, I know that I am loved. When I am open, I am healed. When I embrace the struggle, I encourage change. I am powerful. Please remember me. My name is Liz.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sweetheart. Sending love your way. You deserve it. You're awesome.
Melody. Jerry, Melody.
Can you hear me?
Yep, go ahead.
Well, I just have something short to say because I didn't get to really hear a lot about Liz, but I just want you to keep standing for what you know, believe, and are purpose for. And though you fall, you haven't failed. Just patch up them knees and get back to the walking again. And that'll be it. Did you hear me?
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you. I forget she can't see us, but she can hear us. Thank you.
Jerry, are you there? All right, so Jerry might call back in. All right, so every blessings, your turn.
You are fire, lightning, thunder, and running water. The elements of consciousness, light the sons and daughters. A catalyst to battle this, strength is yours. Fear not the depths of the waves beyond the shores.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, hold on. Thank you. Go ahead, blessings.
I'll repeat my little joint. You are fire, lightning, thunder, and running water. The elements of consciousness, light the sons and daughters. A catalyst to battle this, strength is yours. Fear not the depths of the waves beyond the shores.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jerry, you unmute yourself. How do you guys unmute yourselves from a phone?
I would think that he would have to go to the main menu and unmute it, you know, like where the keypad is on the screen. You know, it has that mute button.
It starts six when you're on the
guys hear me?
phone to unmute.
There he goes. He's there now.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead, Jerry.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so Liz, you are the voice that speaks to and for others. You are the hope that others would not otherwise have. And you are the light that illuminates what would be a world of dark for others. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Jerry.
Your turn, Maurice.
Yeah. I want to thank everybody for their reading, their affirmations. Makes mine sound weird. Here goes. Your husband was going to beat me up, and you started that shit. I reminded you to make it light. Us being friends speaks volumes of our encounter. We have bared our souls to save others. Now, during the pandemic, we're saving each other. Superheroes should look like you. No complexion, thick and beautiful. Listening and compassionate. I never saw a Supergirl listen to anyone. You breathe life in a soul, sharing your pain. My soul is hugging yours, basking in the warmth of your true sun. Your soul song awakens a saddened soul who's on her last step on a cliff. Take them back with you, realizing life is worth fighting for. Thank you. Thank you, Liz, for sharing your truth.
Thank you, Mo. That was deep.
You're welcome. Well, I want to thank you all for being on. Thank you for keeping it real. People are going to see this, and one thing about this is that I've learned is that when people see us being real, it encourages them to be real themselves. You know, because there's a lot of people out there in pain, but they're so bogged down with Nike, Gucci, gold chains, you know, keeping a rep that they don't have any time to check in with themselves. And they don't even have people around them that they can check in with. You know, so thank you for sharing this for you, for us and them. And word.
Can I just say something real quick? I just want to say thank you to everybody, because the feedback that I just got is the closest I've gotten to anybody saying, you know what? Everything that you guys said is something that I've been wanting to hear, just to confirm that I'm not going crazy. And it makes me feel good to know that there actually are people that understand it. and to give me back the feedback that I feel like, okay, you guys are you guys are all in the same space with me. Like, you know how sometimes you talk to people and you just feel like they don't get you? Well, I tend to sometimes be around a lot of people that don't understand me. And because they don't understand me, they tend to, kind of like, ah, I don't want to hear none of this. You're too serious. I can't not keep it real. And people don't get that about me. Like, if you would rather me not be real with you, then just keep it moving and get out of my space. But if you're gonna be in my space, then understand that this is the way that I am and this is what's gonna happen, because I can't not keep it real. But sometimes keeping it real means that people don't understand where you're coming from, or your mindset, or your morals, or how you think, how you perceive things, And you guys are my shining light. Phaedra, you're my star. Okay? Because within you guys, I can relate. And I feel like I have a space where I can belong. And that you guys understand me when I speak. For that, I have to be grateful. I love you all for that. Maurice, as much a pain in the ass as you are to me, over the years, I never stopped communicating with you. Despite the many times we bump heads, I never stopped communicating with you. I never stopped, because you know what? You are real. And I respect that. And that's why I keep coming back. I don't want anything else. I want to be around people who know what it is to be real.
And here's the shit, right? Like, here's the real shit about it, right? Is that this is hip hop, and this is what people don't understand. This right here, this is hip hop, right? Like, this is space for all of us, whether we're white, black, Asian, Christian, Muslim. Life is beyond color, right? That whole color shit started with white folks in Britain. US adopted it from them, wherever the hell it started from, right? Hip hop allows us to get out of that. We talking about real hip hop, right? We talking about real hip hop allowed us to share what the hell we going through, and spoken word, which became rap music, right? You know what I'm saying? Um, that's why I'm grateful, man, that Hip Hop Congress is supporting Poetic Recovery, because we getting back to the essence, you know, the essence that Danny talked about. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, and I'm glad you talked about this, because I'm working on getting, putting together a committee that I want you to think about being on, Liz, where we have to put together a process in which, when an artist is sexually abused, right, we can address those issues. And I think that might be helpful for you. If you're ready for that. You know what I'm saying? And we'll be working together with some other people. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to put that out there. So I want to thank all of you all for being here tonight. Thank you for being there for someone else. And I know one day you're gonna maybe being in the shower or taking a shit on the toilet, and you're gonna realize that this was for you too. Hey, look at Liz's face real quick.
Yeah, so Maurice,
Yeah.
Yeah, so what I've been hearing today and last week, and it seems to be a consensus, is that you're kind of a pain in the ass, but ultimately it's like, you kind of have redeeming qualities, and so I just want to chime in and say, yeah, that's been my experience as well, and so
Damn.
yeah, I just want to throw that out there, man.
Wow.
I hear you, Jerry.
This is make Liz feel better and Maurice feel like shit night. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And I'm gonna say this before I log off because I gotta go. But I was having a conversation with someone about you today, Maurice, and they was like, is he still like really rowdy and radical? I said, no, he's calmed down a lot. Because when I
no,
first
I'm not. I'm telling you, I haven't.
when I first met him, yeah, that was, I'll never forget that Gospel Cafe long time ago in Bay State West. But anyway, he's calmed down a lot. So
I haven't. I'm trying to tell you, I haven't. You just see
You really have.
you're just seeing another part of me. You're allowing yourself to see another part
whatever.
of me.
Good night, everybody. Love you. See you next week.
See you next Friday. Thank you all so much.
Good
Happy
night,
New Year
Judy.
to you all.
Thanks,
Likewise.
Thanks, Phaedra. Thanks, Blessings. Thanks, Melody.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Liz.
You're welcome.
Liz, you know I'm here.
I know. And I have no problem reaching out to you. So.
And reach out to our friend on Facebook.
Judy?
No, I'll text you. I'll text you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I know you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Poetic Recovery. It's your boy Maurice Taylor. We here every Friday night from 7:45 till 10-ish. I say ish because that's some ish because we be going over sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But that's some good ish though, because we be doing some good ish. Thank y'all very much. Happy New Year. I hope you all reflected on what you're bringing into the new year, what you're willing to change about yourself going forward. Thank you very much. Hope to see y'all next Friday. Peace. Have a good night, Liz.